there, before we get into this video I would just like to say I will post underneath in the video description a link to the actual video that I saw Stevie playing this lick from, and a timestamp so you can see it for yourself. Hey everyone, welcome to another video here talking about Stevie Ray Vaughan phrases and licks, and for this one it's going to be another Texas Flood live video that I was watching, and I heard him play this phrase over the 5 chord, and it really stuck out to me when I was just listening to the song, and I thought it would be cool to share this, you know. And this phrase will kind of get us out of that, you know, that main first position for the minor pentatonic that we all love. And I think if you can take the idea here for your own playing, you can really spice up your blues a little bit. So let's get into it. Texas Flood is a you know, it's a shuffle blues, this sort of speed. That sort of, you know, shuffle speed, and it is in the key of, well, F sharp, you know, with a dominant 7th blues. So the 5 chord that this phrase is based over is going to be a C sharp, so C sharp 7 or C sharp 9. And yeah, hopefully this gives you some ideas. So let's get right into the phrase. Sounds like this. I'm going to slow that down a little bit now. Okay, so before we get into the actual notes, we're going to talk about the timing of the notes. It's probably the most important thing we have to think about. So, we got the shuffle feel. So we're going to think about this in terms of triplets, okay? So a triplet beat in here will sound like this. I think dead notes is the best way to kind of get this across. And so within those triplets there, in each of those triplet beats, we're going to play triplets within those, okay? So each beat will have a triplet within it. So it'll be pretty fast triplets. So we have... So the fast triplets would be... Okay, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you can count, you know, fast like that. So that'll be the sort of speed that we're going to be thinking. So I would suggest playing dead notes in that speed, trying to get a good feel for it. Okay, just practicing like that with dead notes would be kind of cool. And we're going to play this phrase over the top, you know, in that speed. So yeah, so here's the notes anyway. It's based over a major, well, a dominant 7th arpeggio, but the first 3 notes will just be a basic major arpeggio. So let's just refresh ourselves with the phrase. So the first 3 notes. So C sharp major arpeggio, 4th fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the D, and then the 6th fret on the D. All alternate picking, so down, up, down. And then it will be... So this will be up, down, okay? So we up, stroke on the 4th fret, and then alternate picking, it'll be 6th fret, so 4, 6 basically on the G, 4 on the B, and then 6 on the G again. So I'm sure you can pick that one up. And then we're going to go, which is 4 on the G, 6 on the D, and 4 on the G again, okay? After that we're going to do this other little section which goes, okay, and that's going to be the 5th fret on the D to the 6th fret on the D. Gives a nice bit of a bluesy feel there. Then we have Okay, which is 4 on the G, 6 on the D, and 4 on the G. And then for the last 3 notes here we have 6, 4, 6 on the G, okay? And there's one thing I want to point out, it's not completely alternate picking the way I do it, okay? When I hit this part here, I do 2 downstrokes, okay, and then continue with alternate picking from there. It just makes switching strings easier. So that's that part up to there, and then at the end of this we're going to do a couple of hammer-ons from the 4th fret on the G to the 6th fret. Okay, you can figure this timing out for yourself probably. It's kind of a little bit free time, but you can't really go wrong with it. So 4 to 6 twice. On the second time we do it, we're going to slide up to the 9th fret, okay? And then play the 6th fret on the G with some vibrato. And that is basically the phrase. So I just think it's kind of cool, and we can go back into all our those, you know, minor pentatonic things afterwards. But sticking these little arpeggio-based things in really kind of, as I said, I keep using the word spice. I mean, what else can we use? But just make our phrases more interesting. A few more different notes that follow the chords. It's not outside playing at all. It's because it's following the chords, but it does sound different and interesting, basically. So I hope that you can take something from that. As I said, the main thing to take from it is the timing with those triplets, the fast triplets, and if you can get those down, you know, it's all go from there, basically. So I will see you for another video soon. Take it easy.